Oh, hello, kiddos. You're just in time for your first driving lesson. We'll be learning the right way to look when we're hacking up, and we'll learn about parallel parking. But first, here's the nice scary tale. It's about a young couple who go out on a date. I call this one the Handprints. Hey, slow down!
One day, a young couple went out on a date. They wanted a little bit of privacy, so they drove down a mountain, known to be a good spot for young couples. A few hours later, the sun started to go down, and they started to head home. Somehow they made a wrong turn and they found themselves on a road they weren't familiar with. It was already late though, so they continued down the narrow road until they found themselves in front of a tunnel. They definitely hadn't passed through it on their way in, and it was definitely creepy. But it was the only way to go, so they slowly drove into the tunnel. As soon as darkness enveloped the car, something hit the rear window. Startled, the woman turned around to see what it was, but she didn't see anything. There weren't even other cars behind them. As far as she could tell, they were completely alone in the tunnel. Her boyfriend began to sped up in an attempt to get out of the tunnel faster. Sounded as if dozens of things were striking the car in all directions. The man pressed his foot harder on the gas pedal. They both wanted to get somewhere with people as soon as possible. The tunnel ended after what seemed like an eternity, and shortly thereafter they found their way to a small gas station on the side of the road. Two got out of the car and they felt a relief as they stood under the bright lights. Just as they were getting ready to get back in the car, the woman noticed there were handprints all over the windows. They were in all sizes, and there was barely an inch of space in the glass that wasn't covered in handprints. Shaken, they asked the gas station worker to clean the windows for them. The two sat back in the car and watched as the man quickly got to work cleaning the windows. As he wiped and scrubbed, the two in the car felt a cold fear creep up their spines. He continued scrubbing all the same, but when he was finished with all the windows, he cocked his head to the side and walked up to the driver's side window and knocked lightly. "I'm sorry," he said, "but all those handprints, they're on the inside of you."
Driver, pull over now!
Well, that story sent shivers down my spine. I guess we're never really alone, are we? Here's your little joke this week, my little fiends. What happened when the Fro's car broke down? He jump-started it! As for me, kids, I got caught doing a little faster than the speed limit. But the officer decided to let me go with a warning. I guess it pays to know the ghouls of the road. See you next week for some more scary tales, and remember to stay creepy.